Hi friends, today we are going to start how to listen podcast, learning or speaking in English. So I want to share something, I want to express something in my way of experience. So I was doing a lot improving my language skills, this kind of podcast. Actually, what is podcast? Podcast is like a listening, helps to improve your language. Podcast is a listening, improve your language. So I started by learning podcast only be possible for all India radio news. Podcast it will be helping and listening also all India radios. So I was habituated last 4 years back. So I was doing a lot of listening from the all India radio news. So all India radio news it does important for the every such kind of listening. So all India Radio it does provide a different kind of fatuated and different kind of programs. It like international programs and also national programs and daily habituated programs, etc. If you do assumption and then you can creating our own build usage of English learning. That's all. So before I started this session, I haven't listened anything. Sometimes I listen, sometimes I feel very nervous, sometimes very agitation because I didn't remember, I don't know anything. But when I'm starting this kind of habituated and I wanted to convey about on that. We want to doing a lot of knowledge, but you can express your way of think, you can express your way of phenomena. So is to be a major role. So we can collaborate on the any what we can collaborate on the any underestimate your language. So you can collaborate on the language and you can do foundation, you can do foundation any such fundamental principles of skills. Okay, so so I started experience just I shared with my experience 5 things of helping my podcast. Just we go there. First one is learning English meditation. Learning English meditation is to be important. And second is grammar girl. Grammar girl is known as it goes to teaching a lot different kinds of grammar. It does improving grammar, then you listen is be possible for improving your grammar skills. That's all. And third is the fluent show. Fluent show is nothing but the fluent show nothing but they can teach a lot of fluently way of interaction. So it's to be improving our language skills. And fourth one is everyday language. Every day we can do the different kinds of language, whatever you choose, English or Telugu or any native language. But fourth one is everyday language, and the fifth is espresso English. Espresso English. This is the great thing podcast. Please, I will give one chance to getting great fluency in English. Please go to Play Store and then you download. You download Google Podcast. Google Podcast is that's important because I used to great experience to these 4 years of journey. So that's I told you listening podcast is important. At least you can listen in a day 2 hours or 1.5 hour. That's all. After you listen, then you practice your way of behavior and then you speak well in your language. Podcast nothing but podcast is nothing but listening helps to improve your language. Listening helps to improve your language. If you want to do something in your language, first you can listen and then you can do practice someone person. That's all. Everybody they don't know. Everybody some people they think some unknown behavior. So first I wanted to share something about you can think on that, you can think on the ideas, then you implement the ideas and more than you are able to create a learner and you are the greatest teacher. That's every mistake is a last teacher. Every mistake is a last teacher. Everybody they can take mistakes and they can performing good way of things. That's also listening is the most powerful weapon. It's like a listening is the most powerful thought. Podcast is does great ideas. You can do some Sadhguru podcasts in Indian accents. Then you refer like philosophical podcast and psychological podcast, and also then English podcast. You can improve your grammar or you can improve your advanced level language. Then you improve your learning vocabulary or speaking vocabulary or other than listening vocabulary. First you can listen and then you can learn it. That's the main base of the podcast. So podcast is chosen to be a different kind of phenomena. It's like one thing is single podcast and second is multiple cast multilateral podcast. Single podcast nothing but just we can think we can listen at a time one podcast and multilateral nothing but in a day we should have been listening at least 10 plus podcasts. That's the major. So please, if you can do refer, please can you listen? Can you do practically this kind of podcast? You are the greatest. You are the greatest listener, and you are the greatest learners. So that's why share with my experience. Please do listen. Be carefully. Just I wanted to share this kind of five podcasts. It has been helping my language. So that's I share with my experience. That's I shared with my new way of platform, new way of experience thing. So that's my life. So please do refer. So thank you very much.